All right, today I want to talk about the knee cut pass, or the knee slide, knee slice, whatever you want to call it. It's a staple of guard passing, some of the best guard passes in history. It's one of their best passes. I'm very fond of it as well. I kind of do mine a little bit differently than others do, but I kind of want to share with you guys how I do it, because the more that I've done this, the better I've gotten at it. It's getting more and more difficult for people to stop it, so I want to share that. So the key with guard passing, and I talked about this in other videos on this channel, is getting past the knee, right? If I pass the knee, I mean, I don't know what kind of guard Michael can do from here. You can like pinch my leg, but there's nothing there. Any kind of guard, whether it's butterfly guard, deli, hiva, X guard, is from here to here. So getting past the knee is key. Now for the knee cut pass, whether you do it low or standing, the same principle applies. Now how I like to do it a lot of times is if I open the guard, I'm going to come in, one out, okay? They're even with each other, they're not staggered, because if they're staggered, you can go deli, hiva, and then I have to deal with that now, right? So when you come in, what I do is I come in, my shin's right by his butt, and I come here, my feet are even, and then I squat down, okay? Now what I do that I think differs from some people is, what you do at this point is you turn and you knee cut, keeping your knee next to their body, no space, and in a perfect world that works out, and you get the guard pass from your head that way. I go, but anyone good? Michael's been training with me for 2 years, he's not gonna let me knee cut him. If you can get it right away, great, go for it, right? But the better and smarter your opponents are, the more difficult it's going to be. So a lot of times when I go for the knee cut, guys pinch their knees on me. So what I'm going to do, I have good balance here. They're not really going to disrupt it here. I keep my hand on the ground, and I'll explain this in a minute. But what I do, and I'm not crushing their groin, not at all. I'm putting my knee on his stomach, like a knee on belly, and I'm keeping my pressure down. And I just keep putting the pressure down, and putting the pressure down, and putting the pressure down. I'm going to win. Gravity's free energy. Anytime you're on bottom, no matter how good you are, you're fighting gravity and you're fighting your opponent. Gravity always wins. Your opponent does it, but gravity always does. So here, I just keep putting the pressure on, No matter, Michael fights all he wants. Okay, he's going to push my knee. He's going to give me the pass. And as he pushes it, he's giving me the pass. That hand on the next to the hip slides down for the underhook, right? I do this the same gi or no gi. So we'll turn sideways again. I'll do it with my other leg. I'm not as good on this side, but I'll still. I come in for the knee cut, and he pinches it. So again, I'm keeping this here. He's going to be fighting, but look what I'm doing. I'm putting my knee, and I'll get it even deeper. Putting my shin on his stomach here. Keep it low. Feel this, Michael? Yeah. And I just stay here. Eventually, I'll just start putting pressure on it. I don't want to go too far over his head, because at this point, my weight's over him. He can definitely try to like back roll, suit me this way. And I'm keeping my weight, and I keep driving the pressure. I keep my body low, and I'll either take it, which is what happened there, or well, Michael will do what he just did from when I showed it a minute ago. Is I'm here and I'm crushing him, and he just can't take it anymore. I'm putting pressure on his sternum, and he just pushes the knee, and he gives me the pass. Either way, my arm's in a good place. If I can't get the underhook, I crossface, and I still have crossbody control here. Okay. No matter how you do the knee cut, this can apply. But just think of the pressure that knee on belly is. When you're here, this is miserable for him. My whole shin's wasted, weight on his chest here. This is miserable. So I'm using the pass almost as a position. Again, if I can get the pass right away, great. I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to take it every time. But the craftier people get, it's going to be difficult. So again, one in, one out, squat down. Put your hand on the mat here. Don't worry about this. Let him fight this all he wants. Stay low. Notice how I'm taking little steps with my outside leg, keeping my knee pressure on. Oh, there it goes. Keeping my knee right next to his body, no space, pointing my toes, and cutting through, okay? I'll do it one time, kind of full speed. We'll kind of do a half angle right about there. So again, and if you're playing open guard, especially in a gi, grab the ankles, grab the feet. Don't grab the gi. If you grab the gi, he can grab yours. So come here, one in, one out, squat down. He pinches, start to kick this out, push, and come through. All right, this isn't anything new, but it's just something that I started doing with this. It's just trying to cut. Guys are defending it and stuffing it. But when you shove it up down the middle and put pressure on their sternum, it makes it a lot more difficult to deal with. You got a 260-pound guy like me with good balance putting that weight on you. It's definitely going to help the pass succeed more than it'll fail. So just a little tip for this pass that can take your knee cut game to the next level.